Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the Nike Ja 1. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Ja 1 features like this multi-directional herringbone, like a modified herringbone traction pattern. And the traction on the shoe is really good. If you guys are playing on your clean courts, you are going to have absolutely no issues whatsoever. You're going to be able to stop on a dime. If you are playing on your dustier courts, honestly, I would still say that the traction is pretty damn good. It does pick up a little bit of dust, so you might have to wipe, and sometimes the dust can get stuck like in the grooves. But yeah, you know, a light wipe should fix any issues, and then you will have some pretty solid bites on those dustier courts. Overall, the traction on the shoe was really good. As far as the outsole durability, I would say that the rubber is like decently hard. So you know, if you really wanted to play with these outdoors, you probably could get away with it. But still, me personally, you know, just for the price point, I would avoid doing so. But yeah, you know, overall, the traction on the Ja 1 was really good. So moving on to the cushion, the Ja 1 features what I believe to be a full-length 5-on midsole, and you do have a 4-foot zoom unit as well. And honestly, you know, the cushion in the shoe really isn't all too bad. If you like a lot of impact protection, the Ja 1 is not going to be for that. This is definitely, you know, like a more quick on your feet type of setup with some impact protection. So in the heel, you do have just like a full-length Phylon. It's not the hardest Phylon. It's actually decently soft. So I would say that the impact protection in the heel is pretty good. It's definitely not something amazing, but you do get a little bit of plushness in the heel, which is very nice. And then up in the forefoot, the Phylon, you know, it dies out, and you have that zoom unit in the forefoot. And the zoom unit feels pretty nice. You know, you get a nice subtle bounce, a very slight bounce, so it's nothing too bouncy or anything like that, but it does feel very good. So yeah, you know, this cushion setup is definitely for someone that likes to be super shifty, and you know, that's kind of what Ja is. He's a very shifty player for the most part. And yeah, you know, it's going to be very responsive. So if that's the type of play style you prefer, then this cushion setup will be very nice for you. If you do want a lot of impact protection coming from your shoes, the Ja 1 is just not made for that. So moving on to the materials, the Ja 1 features a couple different materials. You do have like this very like crispy mesh up in the front of the shoe, and then you do have like these synthetic overlays as well, and that mesh actually continues into the back part of the shoe. But yeah, you know, overall from a performance standpoint, I'm really not going to complain about the materials. The materials do a great job at what they're supposed to do. In terms of the quality, I wouldn't say it's the worst. It could be better, but honestly, for the price, I'm not going to complain. It's definitely not bad. The synthetic leather overlays are actually a nice touch. Besides the mesh on the shoe, on the back portion, you do actually have like this screen mesh. And yeah, you know, like I said, from a material standpoint, I really don't have any complaints. Moving towards the tongue, you do have a mesh tongue with decent padding. So if you do like to crank down your laces, you won't really feel the laces digging into your foot. Also, something that helps with that is the fact that they use these wide flat laces on the shoe. So yeah, you know, overall from a material standpoint, I really have no complaints. So moving on to the fit of the shoe, I would say that the Ja 1 does run true to size. However, it is definitely narrow. So yeah, if you have slightly wide feet or anything above slightly wide feet, I would suggest you all go up a half size, potentially even a full size, because this thing is pretty suffocating. As you all know, I am a slightly wide footer and I went true to size. And yeah, this thing is pretty damn narrow. I did feel a lot of pressure in the forefoot area, so just keep that in mind. You know, it does break in a little bit over time. However, I still feel that pressure. So yeah, if I were to repurchase the shoe, I would definitely go up half a size as a slightly wide footer. Like I said, if you guys have really wide feet, you might want to go up a whole size. As for narrow footers and normal footers, I think you could probably get away with going true size. So outside of the narrowness of the shoe, I do think that the materials like pretty nicely over the foot. My foot definitely felt very snug in the shoe. You also have a decent amount of padding in this heel area. So like I said, you know, it is very snug, and it is comfortable to a point of feeling like your foot is very secure. But yeah, the narrowness was just an issue for me. But if you have normal feet or narrow feet, you probably won't have any of those issues. So yeah, overall, the fit was good. Just make sure to get the right size because it is pretty suffocating. So moving on to the support, I had absolutely zero issues with the support in the Ja 1. You do have an internal heel counter. Along with this like padded heel area, I didn't have any heel slippage in this shoe. Moving towards the containment on the footbed, I had absolutely zero issues there as well. The materials do a great job of making sure that your foot is not sliding around on that footbed. And then when it comes to the lateral stability, this is a fairly wide base, I would say. It doesn't really have a pronounced lateral outrigger, but I would say that this forefoot area is wide enough so that you are covered on those lateral movements as well. And then moving on to the torsional rigidity and stability, this thing is pretty damn stiff, and I'm sure there is an internal shank plate in here, which is helping with that. So yeah, overall, the support in the shoe is really good. I had absolutely zero issues when it comes to the support. So the Ja 1 retails for $120 or $130, and honestly for that price point, I would say that this is a very solid performer. Everything was really good about this shoe. The only problem area for me is that fit because these are narrow. But yeah, I think, you know, if I did go up a half size, this shoe would definitely fit me a lot better. Obviously, you know, if I went up a half size, it would be just a little bit long for me, but I think that's perfectly fine. It's something that I could get over, and I don't think any of the support issues or the support features in the shoe would be lacking because I did go up a half size. So yeah, you know, for $130 or $120, this is definitely a great performer. I would recommend you all go pick up a pair if you all are interested. And you know, I'm pretty sure the Ja 1 is on sale right now, or at least some colorways. So yeah, you know, $130, I would say go pick them up. If you all wanted to pick up a pair, I'll leave a link for you down in the description box below. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, and also smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. While you guys are at it, check out these videos over here, somewhere over here, and you know, that's pretty much it. So next time, peace.